Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. Yeah.
Raj,
What's up, man?
it's not a fun time tonight, Raj.
It's not a fun time. It's not a fun time. When you first scheduled this, I was under the impression that we would come out with a nice victory. You and Big Mike can even check in with me. I predicted us winning by 8. I think you predicted us winning by 6. Mike predicted us winning by 4. We all predicted, regardless, we all predicted us winning. So I thought this podcast tonight, this live podcast, would be a little more eventful, a little more joyful, but.
Well, Raj, I've had enough alcohol to make it eventful. So
I hear you.
It's definitely not a bad night, but
I got myself a new whiskey today at lunch. When it was 42.33, that's when I said, okay.
Let me show you this real quick, Raj, because I hear people okay. Running down the stairs.
Down the what?
Yeah. So there's the first. So this is the group I had watching with me tonight.
Yes. Okay.
You already see one of the Auburn fans. There's Bo.
B to the O. What's going on, Bo? Can you hear me?
There we go. There
you go.
So
now I can hear you, Raj.
So Herb, you're admitting live that you're celebrating with an Auburn fan. Wow.
Cheers.
I am not celebrating, Raj.
Wow.
I am not celebrating.
Raj, where's your cook?
It's a rough time tonight.
It's in the living room. I forgot to bring it in here. I got me a brand new apple whiskey. I forgot the name of the brand. I went to Specs at
Bird
halftime.
Dog. I think it was Bird Dog.
It was Bird Dog.
Yeah.
It was Bird Dog.
Where they do a lot of different flavors.
Yeah. And I didn't know they had an apple, so I'm like, all right, whatever. In this case, let me grab some. I got to get back here. Got to
celebrate the Auburn win.
No, he left at halftime. He was trying to change the. So Raj. The people that were with you saw the picture I just popped up.
Yes, right? I did.
These folks have never seen me in action.
Oh, okay.
By the third wardrobe change, they were like, "Herb, did you change clothes again?" Oh yeah, I was doing whatever I could.
That wasn't helpful.
So let me say this, Rod. Half this group is an Auburn group.
Yep.
It was rough. But they were good people.
He can change his shirt. He can change his pants. He can change his drawers.
I did change my drawers. Are you asking me to show everybody on?
No, we're good. We don't need to see any doodle stains or nothing.
Yeah,
we're good. We're good.
Matter.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. So,
well, I don't have enough headphones for her though. That's the only problem. So,
okay.
Raj, you got another Auburn fan jumping in here with you. Come on,
Sadie. Not be Sadie.
This is the next Aaron Andrews.
Oh God.
So yeah.
That was a secret.
So.
Good evening, Sadie. How are you doing? Goodbye. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, Rob, what's up?
What's going on, Sadie? How you doing?
Oh, I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Okay,
Rob, she was watching the post game in the. She was watching the interview, like in the locker room stuff after.
Okay, got you.
All the stuff you want to know, I got the details.
Okay, kudos to y'all winning this little old basketball game.
Little old basketball, stop playing. We're gonna play y'all.
We're gonna play y'all again in y'all's territory. Then
we're gonna whip your ass.
We might play you again in the SEC tournament. We don't know how that's gonna fall out, and we might play.
Whip your ass.
We might play. Look, I don't know who this lady is, Herb. She seems like a nice person.
Raj, she broke into the house, started drinking up all our vodka. I had never seen her before, but like Brittany makes me be kind to anybody who wanders in. So I'm like, get her out of here. Brittany's like, oh, let her.
You know what? I saw something online that 87% of all thieves have long, like brown, sandy hair like that.
I saw that.
Looks like a thief.
I saw that. She does look like a thief, Raj. She drank up all the Tito's. There's no Tito's left in the house.
What's her name again? Sadie?
Sade. She pronounced it Sade.
Sadie's a thief's name. Sadie's a thief's name.
Right. Every time Johnny Broom scored something, she'd go, Johnny Broom. Johnny Broom.
Pronounce his name right.
What is he? Is he French? What is he?
He's French.
Okay.
He eats 2 croissants before every game.
Hello, Johnny. With the burrito.
Johnny Broom. Johnny Broom. Yeah,
he probably had croissants and some tea after the game.
Oh, yeah, we are. We're very bitter.
Hey, Johnny Broom was like this in the locker room.
Yes, Johnny Broom. Johnny Broom.
He was going.
The finger went up.
Can I have some more tea?
I look forward to getting drafted in the second round of the NBA draft.
Can I have some more honey in my tea? Can I have some more honey in my tea?
Bo just said that's wishful thinking. He don't think Johnny Broom is going even in the second round.
I love the guy, but
he is. He's projected to go second round.
Yeah.
We were all projected to do something, but that didn't happen.
Yeah. I was projected to
The
be
money
a movie
he's
star.
making though right now is insane.
Yeah. So Sade was the biggest cheer of the game today. So
okay.
You drank up all the Tito's. So
is it a
keep saying, "Hey, can I get on y'all show?" And I said, "Have you ever watched it?" She's like, "No." I said, "Well,
wow." She's never watched the show before.
Yeah, she doesn't
I have
support
seen
us.
clips.
No, not clip. We're not talking about clips. We don't. Herb and I are big names now. We don't just want to do clips. You need to watch the show.
I need to watch the whole thing. I know. I got to get on that. I told him I was going to save y'all to my rotation of podcasts.
Oh my God, rotation of podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, you're making me mad. Sadie.
Right, she's too busy watching Auburn players naked in the locker room to watch our podcast. That's the problem.
Anyway, would you like to talk anything realistic about Auburn basketball?
No,
or
not
Bama?
at all. Not at all.
Okay. All right, so y'all we play Arkansas next week.
Congratulations.
Y'all play Missouri. How you feeling?
Missouri.
Right now, terrible.
I don't feel great right now.
We just got out physical tonight, man. I think it's beyond missing the three.
Why did you really lose?
I mean, we missed every shot.
Okay, Rod. What was the? Let's get down to it.
What
do you feel?
She's had a lot of Tito's.
I'm not a horse. What is that?
What do we feel?
I kept telling her not to drink, and she just kept taking more drinks.
But why do we feel like Auburn really out physical y'all? What does it come down to?
Is out physical the word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It actually is. It's in Webster.
Good.
Okay.
Raj, you want to know the most important thing?
Yeah.
Bo made me a really good old fashioned tonight. And that's how I only survived.
Yeah, because Bo takes 30 minutes making a drink.
He said you take 30 minutes to make your drinks.
It took 28.
Hold on. I got this brand new orange from Tanzania. Let me get the orange peelings right at it.
He said you get your orange peels from Tanzania. Look, I'm gonna say
this. I will say this. Hold on. Let me admit something. Bo made me an old fashioned. I forgot when it was, but it was absolutely delicious. So Bo takes his time.
Absolutely delicious.
But he makes high quality drinks. Bo makes drinks like a bartender.
What about the Naranja?
Yeah.
The who?
Yeah. The Naranja.
What is that?
See, you wouldn't understand. That's why you make bad old fashions, Raj.
What is Naranja?
Right. I mean, when you understand that, you will understand.
Explain it
now.
Explain it now.
You own a muddler.
I own I own one of those.
He's a muddler, yes.
That's only half the battle.
That's Raj is so confused right now. Rod, can you tell what kind of time we had over here tonight?
An awesome time.
I was besieged by Auburn folks. Let me say this, Raj. It was a good time tonight. The company was good. The game was frustrating. So here's what it came down to. I know everybody's going to say, all right, they missed a lot of three-pointers. We took a lot of bad three-pointers. There was a lot of three-pointers we were looking at. We're going, why? They were way too far out, not within distance. It was bad.
Because they said we're number one offense, but we also have a really good defense.
Yeah. Now, you listen to Bo didn't believe in his team most of the game, so don't listen to him. You got to listen to Sade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk shit after it's already said and done.
So the real reason we lost, first of all, Auburn got off to a good start. They hit a couple of threes early on. We got into a little bit of a hole. They out physicaled us, to y'all's word. They out physicaled us.
They did though.
Defensively, they played extremely well defensively.
And
they kind of. I'm not going to say they cut us off from the 3-point line. We took some shots early on from the 3-point line, but we just weren't hitting. We only had like 3 threes in the first half, which is completely unlike Alabama basketball. Johnny Jonay or what's Johnny?
No, he prefers the French pronunciation. Jonay Broom.
My name is Jonay Broom. I need
my name is Jonay Broom. Can I have an extra croissant?
Can I have an espresso after the game? No Gatorade.
Jonay Broom can beat Cooper Flag, yes.
And honestly, I don't know anybody else's name from Auburn, but they all played well as a team.
You didn't do your research, Raj.
She can't. So basically, what she just said, she can't tell us.
Called me Herb. Oh my god.
Well, she's been talking about all
You
night. She
can't-
can't tell any black
You
people
can't tell
apart, Raj.
anybody
So
that
it's
plays
like,
for
yeah,
Auburn.
We all look alike.
You gotta be kidding
yeah.
me.
She just said they all looked alike. That's all.
Oh my gosh, say that.
So, Jeremy, this is where I was saying we got out physical. I think there was contact going to the rim, and we didn't handle it well. The refs were clearly letting people play both sides. So don't think this as like an indictment on that. We just looked terrible absorbing any. I think there was a segment into the first half, 3 plays in a row where we threw up layups that didn't hit the rim, 3 in a row. I was like, what is it? And by the way, the Grant Nelson almost highlight dunk turned into, see, you're already dropping your head. That was maybe the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
He looked like me. He looked like me.
Raj,
first of all, hold on.
Okay,
First of all, when I'm watching it in action, I'm like, he's getting ready to jump from the free throw line and dunk it. Keep in mind, he's Grant Nelson's 6'11", so I'm like, if he stretches, he could do this.
He could do that. Yeah.
But I think once he got into the air, he realized he's not that guy yet. So he's like, okay, let me.
Raj said he realized he's not that guy.
No, I'm gonna say he forgot who he was.
He said, "Oh, I'm Grant Nelson. I'm not LeBron Nelson. So let me convert this to a layup."
Oh my God!
He tried to do a layup and just missed it, and it just looked disaster. If it was me, I'm thinking just go for the dunk and whatever happens, happens. Maybe you get fouled.
That's what I said. I said, look, if he misses the dunk, at least it's an exciting play.
Exactly.
But missing the layup the way you did was just the most deflating thing I've ever seen.
It was bad.
It looked bad, and it was part of a sequence. Was the next layup that we took didn't hit the rim.
Yep.
And it was just a sequence of like Alabama gets sped up and they get out of control. And Auburn gets sped up and they're still totally in control, and their shots, even when they were missing shots, still look wholly under control. And that was the difference. They're a more physical team. They're a more under control team. And we get going, and it's just like, I have no idea what's going to happen on this play. It could be a great 3. Could be a miss, could be air ball and free throw.
Wait, just so I'm sure. He said more physical, under control.
Oh my gosh, Bo. Go make a drink.
Defense.
Go make a drink.
Sounds like the better team.
So we invited this guy over because his wife is really nice.
It sounds like
that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're number
his
one.
His wife's name is Destiny. She has to be
his
nice.
Name is Destiny. His wife's name is Destiny. He got lucky. He outkicked his coverage. It's all right. And she's watching it right now upstairs laughing. So, shout out to Destiny.
Hello, Miss Bo. Nice to meet you.
Miss Bo. But I mean, he is right though. They played like the number 1 team in the country.
They did.
We played like we're just not on that same level. And that's
in all seriousness, to everything you just said is exactly right. They outplayed us. They earned this win. It wasn't the refs. I saw some people on social media like, "Oh, we're not getting these calls." It had nothing to do with that. We got into a
had
hole
more
early.
At one point though, so that's not it either.
We got into a hole early, and
was not the cause of it.
We didn't start showing any fight or any energy until the second half when we tied it up 68, but it was too late. We never really got a lead. We just tied it up. Then they hit a couple of shots, and we were just down. And by that point, I was like, okay, we lost it. So it is what it is. Kudos to that. How do you pronounce him? That's
Sade's wife. No, that's Sade's wife. He's just whispering off camera about Sade.
Look at Tommy.
What's up, yo?
Oh, look at Tommy, the massage parlor dude.
Yeah. Tommy was very frustrated along with the rest of us, right?
Shout out to Tommy, man. Tommy's
Sears
my guy.
did not play up to his expectations.
He said Sears and Kmart didn't play up to their expectations.
Sears needs to understand the fact that he's only he's really short. They were throwing Sears stuff all over.
But he's off your bench though. You expect Sears to
on this bullshit.
Oh, poor Sadie walking away.
Damn.
No, I don't think y'all really want to hear basketball facts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
what do you want to say?
Okay, go ahead. Let Sadie talk about.
I don't even know any of the Auburn basketball players' names.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
I know.
I don't need to.
Yeah, Sade's getting a little upset, so we'll let her go. She's getting a little upset.
No, she's not getting upset.
Hey, is she talking about Cam Newton? Did he play?
Cam Newton did not play.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
2010 was a long time.
We're sorry. Sade won a big game and she's still upset, so I can't.
Hey, shout out to Tommy. Shout out to Tommy and Bo, man. I miss those guys. Shout out to Tommy and Bo. Yeah. But it is what it is. So
yeah. I think we just lost to the best team in the country, and that's just kind of how
we did. I think Alabama's main issue right now is, and we've already known about it, was the upcoming schedule. We were hoping we could bank this victory right here because our next 5 or 6 games are against ranked teams. Right. So we don't want to. It's going to be hard to say we're going to go undefeated the rest of the way, SEC is the toughest conference in
I think that's
college
0%
basketball right
chance
now.
of that. Yeah,
I
was honestly surprised that Auburn made it this far without getting a loss.
Yeah,
and then
I
it was
was
to
too.
Florida
I was
home.
too.
That was kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
I was too. I mean, our next game is at Missouri. Then we got Kentucky, Mississippi State. I think we go at Tennessee. We got a tough road ahead. And Jay Billis made a good point. He said winning the SEC is going to be tougher than winning the whole tournament in March. So
it is. It is. Honestly, winning the SEC regular season is nice. I see a lot of the top teams bowing out early in the SEC tournament because there's just no benefit. Like, let's say you're Auburn and you win the regular season, you're going to be number one. Yeah. What's the benefit of winning the SEC tournament? You know, I see there's like a lot of bragging rights. Anyway. Yeah. And if you're Alabama, you're in a position right now to get in the 1 or 2. You know, winning the SEC tournament is not going to improve that a lot.
No,
I hope the tournament.
Fan,
go ahead, Bo. I'm sorry.
No, I said as an Auburn fan, I would say because Alabama made Final Four last year.
Yeah.
And
y'all did.
And we. I'm aware. Painfully aware.
I'm just playing.
And so it's like one of those where, how do I best put it? Like, of course, we can beat you guys in our in-conference play, but when it comes to we're not a basketball school. We'll never be a basketball school. Yeah. But if we're both doing well, we want to beat you guys, and we want to beat you guys whether it's a rock throwing contest. What my old coach used to say, I don't care what the sport is, what the event is. If we're gonna measure who's throwing the rock to the farthest, we want to beat y'all. Y'all made it to Final Four. We need to go all the way to the ship. Like that's the way. That's the only thing that's left. So win, lose, or draw in the SEC tournament, we want to see what happens in March.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's what we're shooting for.
Yeah.
That's true. And I think for Alabama, their goal right now is to finish however they can finish strong in the regular season. Come SEC play, we just need to do good enough to try to earn the 1 seed in the tournament. If we lose the SEC tournament second game, it's going to be looking dire for us. So we need to make it deep enough to just get that 1 seed. That's our goal. We just need to make a 1 seed.
You know what I say though? The difference between the 1 and the 2 seed is not that big.
It's not.
Yeah, and I think you need to navigate this next stretch of games and be fine. If you're locked into a 1 or 2 seed, I'm not worried about this seed tournament. So that's probably where I disagree with you.
I hear you.
Just don't lose to Yale.
What if we get the 2 seed? What if
he said don't lose to Yale?
Yeah, we cannot lose. Who would lose to Yale?
Yeah, anyway, I've never seen an SEC team lose to Yale. So I don't know what that means.
Me either. Is there a possibility that Alabama gets a 2 seed in the same bracket as Auburn if Auburn's a 1 seed?
0% chance. They would never do that.
You sure?
Yeah. The only problem is if let's say they did the seedings as they originally said, right? And the SEC gets 3 number 1 seeds, then if they still get two seeds, you're guaranteed for 1 number 1 seed and number 2 seed to be from the same conference.
Basically, what you just said is the Pythagorean theorem, whatever. I'm not going to remember this tomorrow, so don't say all.
You're not going to remember this tomorrow. I've had too much alcohol.
I had a few drinks, so you don't do all the talking right now. I don't want all that. So.
You think you've had a few drinks?
No, not compared to y'all. Not compared to y'all.
You don't know what's going on here. We've been preparing.
Sid left at 6 because she went to go eat with her friends for her birthday. So I've been watching Royal and Lauren for the past hour, so I couldn't get started till a little later. So once they went to sleep, that's when I kind of went up. But anyway, we're having a great conversation.
So Mike posted this
that Johnny Broom cheated.
Yes, but Mike is in the same building as Sade, so Sade might kill him when she gets.
How is Johnny's ankle? I know he retwisted it or whatever. What happened?
It's Johnny.
What's the deal with that?
I feel like he was fine. I don't feel like his game is built on a whole lot of athleticism.
No, it's big man down low. Yeah,
down low, dominate, hit a couple outside shots if you need to. But no, I mean he took control. He's funny because, and Bo will attest to this, this man is not looking to make the great pass. He is when I get it down low, I'm trying to score. Because there were several times
back you down for 10 minutes until I score.
Yes.
He missed a few, not even Joker-like plays. He didn't have to be fancy like Joker. But hit the open man diving toward the rim. It's okay.
But, I mean, if that works, man, hey, if that's been working for him for a long time, keep doing it.
Yeah. But sometimes you got to take the next step. So when y'all said second round pick,
that's what. But to be fair, the only person I've seen
is that what.
Yeah. Well, so we talked about this draft potential, and so as Bama fans, we want to hype up Mark Sears, right?
Mark Sears,
the only person that is on mock drafts right now is actually Phylon. for
Alabama. But Phylon's game over the past few games has kind of like regressed a little bit. I haven't seen as much as him the past few games, so I want Phylon to come back.
He's been banged up. He's been banged up, and that's the problem. Now, keep in mind that's not why. Like, he had a couple of drives to the basket, and they were deflected or missed layups. So it's not. It's definitely not the reason why anything happened today. But Phylon being 100% healthy will help for sure. And they got to figure out, are they putting him back in the starting lineup or not? So that's gonna be
another thing. That's another thing. And Mark Sears, I if I had to guess for Mark Sears, I would say second round at that. I mean, he's a good 3-point shooter. But when he goes to the rim, he struggles to try to get layups to go in the rim. He's small, man. I mean, Auburn was eating his stuff up all night, and I hate to admit it, but they were throwing his stuff all night. He got his point. He's gonna score because he shoots enough.
Listen, I hate to tell you this: the best two players at Alabama are both Auburn rejects, and that's okay.
Excuse me.
He means Holloway is definitely one of my favorites, and I guess Phylon rejected Auburn, so that's kind of a different thing.
Gotcha.
He did. He didn't go to Auburn, so that was definitely a reject kind of situation.
Holloway's good coming off the bench. Holloway didn't have a great night tonight. Just didn't look up to par. But he's done good for us all season coming off the bench. So I'm cool with that. Oh wow, I like that setup.
That's just half the table, Raj.
I like that setup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if you're looking at it from right to left, that was in order of how we voted on the waters that we had tonight. So premium water on the right, all the way down to not so premium water on the left.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's funny, Raj. One of the guests brought the not so premium water on the left, and they put it at the lowest position. So.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry.
That wasn't Bo, wasn't it?
I'm not mentioning anybody's name.
Listen.
What was the name of the one that was on the far left? What was the name of
Evan Williams, Bottled and Bond.
I heard it was a great budget bourbon. We tried it. The budget came through.
Okay.
The greatness, not so much.
Yes.
That's what I grabbed tonight with that bird dog. I was going for budget. I was like, look, I need to get back to the house. Let me just grab something right quick. And I was like, it'll work for tonight. So
hey, that's what he said.
Yeah. Well, so let me put this back up real quick so I can give a shout out to everybody else in there. So you see Bo and his wife. You see Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Yep,
Shout out to Big Mike.
There. Yep.
Shout out
Dave is over there.
All the way
Big Mike,
from Freeport, Louisiana.
Yep.
Again, I think whenever we do a Herb, shut up. Whenever we do a podcast, we always give Big Mike a shout out. People, again, just don't know what he does behind the scenes. So Big Mike is a huge part of our success. So shout out to Big Mike. Appreciate you, man.
Yes. I don't know if Mike will be in a position to drive home. I may have given him.
He'll make it home.
Water. Yeah.
Who's the girl sitting next to you in the gray Alabama sweatshirt?
What?
There's a girl sitting right next to you smiling in a gray Alabama sweatshirt.
Huh. Oh, that's my wife. I just never seen her smile, so it threw me off.
I didn't know what your wife looked like. Okay.
What's her name? Married to me is a tough job.
What's her name?
She did. Brittany.
Brittany. Nice to meet you, Brittany.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, and I see Destiny. Shout out to Destiny. I see Bo. I see Sade. And my brother Thomas. Shout out to my brother Thomas.
Yes.
And Thomas.
Yes. And then Dave is on the far left there.
Dave. Okay, I was about to say I've never met Dave. Dave, shout out to Dave. We appreciate you for joining us, man. I like the house. The couch looks nice. I like the decor. I like the rug. I like the little table in the center. I like.
Okay, you're going too far. You're going too far. You're going too far. That's too much. It's too much.
I was trying to give Brittany a shout out and some kudos to her setup.
Do you know that she hand built all that furniture that's in there?
I know.
Yeah.
You just told me that. I know.
Yeah. With it. Wow, you're ridiculous. So, and you might see several of those people on from their recording video. Well, the Auburn people, because they're excited. So, if Sade calms down, she was a little mad when she was stormed out of here and threw the headphones at me. But if she's
she'll be all right.
Calm down. Yeah,
I need to make a video in the hot tub.
Yeah. So. Oh, you haven't seen the hot tub, Raj?
I don't want to see Bo in a hot tub.
Well, it was actually Tommy. Tommy was butt naked in the hot tub. So yeah, that's how we get down. Raj, he had a lot of rub.
You know, listen, I gotta go. On that note,
You coming to the party? Come on to the party, Raj.
I'm not coming to that party.
No. He told us no.
Y'all can call Diddy, but not me.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Oh, man. All right, so
this is a family-friendly podcast, Ron.
Since when? So Rod, where do you think Alabama falls to in the rankings?
Well, let's see. Duke won. Florida is. I think Florida.
Somebody is shouting at us down the steps.
I think
you can't hear it, but somebody is shouting.
Florida's currently playing, right?
Right.
I mean, if any, is that Sadie?
No, that's Sade.
This is Thomas.
Thomas?
He was not butt naked in the hot tub. He had trunks on, and it was relaxing as hell.
This is not going to make it to YouTube. Oh, no.
I will say, I saw more tattoos on Thomas than I ever saw before.
Raj, it's been a very interesting. Look, Raj, here's the thing. Alabama lost a tough game, and if it wasn't for this,
you can't just start talking about basketball after all that crap. You just
I can. This is what a good host does. He just like washes the distractions and gets right back focused.
To answer your question, I say if we fall maybe 4 or 5, something like that. But I mean, it's not going to kill us.
Duke won, Florida won, and Florida actually has a win over Auburn in this issue. So I think Florida has to jump Alabama.
Who else did Auburn lose to? They lost to Florida and who else?
Duke. At Duke during the ACC SEC Challenge.
But I like Auburn better than Duke, though.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so one of the things, too, now is Cooper Flagg versus Johnny Broome for the SEC Player of the Year. It's weird because I'm rooting for Broome.
No, Cooper Flagg's in the ACC, though.
That's what I'm saying, but Player of the Year, not SEC Player of the Year. Yeah.
Overall, they'll probably give it to Cooper Flagg because it's Duke and all that mess. But
you're a Duke fan. What do you mean all that mess?
Politics.
I like Duke. I like North Carolina. I mean, that just goes way back. So
it's politics.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this: Cooper Flagg represents more for the sport overall. Than John Broome.
Cooper Flagg will most likely be number 1 pick in the draft next year anyway.
And that's another thing because the void between the what am I trying to say? The distance between the two is like actually pretty, because Johnny Broome is not like a top 10er right now. Cooper Flagg is rated at number 1. What?
Johnny Broome's first round though, right?
Johnny Broome, Raj. Johnny.
First round?
So the first one that I just picked up has him picked 29th out of 30 teams.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like, and that's what I try to tell people about Mark Sears. Our perception of what we think of our players is way different than the NBA perception on a lot of these guys.
Yep.
So I will agree, because I did not have my guy even being a first rounder.
Yeah.
But that's just in today's game. He can hit a 3.
Yeah.
But his game is more reminiscent of like a Zach Randolph than a modern stretch 4.
Right. Yeah. Without honestly not as physical as a Zach Randolph.
Exactly.
And that's kind
true.
of part.
That's true.
So Raj, do you know what Alabama player? They're only one slated for the first round. Do you know who that is?
Is it not Mark Sears?
It's not Mark Sears.
Is it Philon?
It is Philon.
It's the Auburn reject.
Okay.
Yeah, he rejected Auburn. That's why he keeps saying that.
I still think he needs to come back to school for another year, though.
So, Raj, when he went to Auburn, they tried to serve him Evan Williams, Ball and Bond. And when they went to Alabama, they tried to serve him Blanton's, and he went to Alabama. And that's how the whole thing was made. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
But no, Philon consistently is the only Alabama player I've seen as far as mock drafts in the first round.
He's got to improve his 3-point shoot. He needs to improve his 3-point shoot.
And that's the problem. He's a guard who can't shoot threes as well.
He can, can get to the hoop, and that'll give him some buckets. But in today's NBA, especially in today's NBA, you gotta work on that 3-point shooting, because that's just not where it is right now. So
And then they have, like I said, Broome at the end of the first round. There's no Alabama and Auburn players in this one that we're looking at even in the second round. Yeah. So the things that you look at as college players are not the same as the NBA is looking at.
Out of all the years I watched Alabama basketball, and I hate to say this, no. Out of all the times I tried to project where someone was going to land in the draft, there was only one time I got it right, and that was Brandon Miller. I said Brandon Miller's a top 5 pick.
Oh yeah.
I got that. And
I think, but the size and the outside shooting, was kind of rare for what we got, because like people like Colin Sexton, but he was smaller than a guard who could like shoot, but not. There was no assist coming from Colin Sexton. There was no like I make everybody better. Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm out here to get my points, and that's all that's going to happen. Brandon Miller brings a lot more.
And I even told you, I said, man, I wish the Lakers could somehow get Brandon Miller. Him and LeBron would look awesome together.
Is LeBron still playing? I didn't realize that. I thought he had retired.
Sorry, I got something. I don't know what it is. There's pollen going around.
Why? Is that what it is? I'm just sorry. I thought he had retired. Like he ain't won the title.
Come on, man. Come on. 40 years old, still putting up numbers at 40.
Wait, Raj, you a Lakers fan?
No,
I'm a LeBron fan. Yeah, I clarify that.
Once LeBron leaves the Lakers, it's over. He never
exactly. If LeBron goes to Minnesota a couple years from now, I cheer for Minnesota.
Really?
Now, after LeBron retires, I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Did you not? You grew up with Jordan, though.
I did. I
grew up more with Jordan, though.
Really?
Yeah, because Raj was like 8 when Jordan was coming around.
I love Jordan. Jordan was dope, but once Jordan retired, I said, okay, well, 2002, LeBron's high school games were televised on ESPN. I started watching them.
Especially when we moved to Alabama, you got more of that coverage. So when Jordan was really there, especially in his first 3, we were in Germany. So like Raj was, what was I like 13, 14? Raj was like, 8 or 9. Yeah. So Raj was sleeping through the night. I was the one getting up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to watch Jordan because it was only a channel. So I was the one that was kind of more Jordan. Yeah. And then when he got here, these little millennials, they get on there and get on their internet and start watching LeBron highlights.
I heard about
50 years.
I heard about LeBron. I heard about the hype. So then I watched the St. Vincent St. Mary's game when they played Carmelo's team. Was it Oak Hill? I was like, okay, he's that guy. He's as advertised. So I followed him ever since 2002. Still a big fan to now.
And I wanted to like LeBron. I really did. Yep. I still do.
But he's kind of an a-hole, right?
I don't.
He's kind of unlikable, right?
I think the thing with
he's
LeBron
hard to like, right?
Yeah. I think there's a couple things about LeBron that people don't like. Number one was when he left Cleveland and went to Miami. People didn't like that, and I get that. The big thing about, and this is my opinion, was when they started comparing him to Jordan. That's when people started picking sides, and they said instead of appreciating LeBron, they said, okay, I'm just not going to like him because someone decided to compare him to Jordan. So I'm going to stick with Jordan and just hate him. That's what I don't like.
It's not even that.
Well, before you get your point, part of that is if I say right now, if I post online right now, I said, man, I love Michael Jordan. Yeah. I will get LeBron people that will tell me why LeBron is better. Right. And that's the problem. I don't have to mention LeBron to bring out LeBron hate. And it doesn't make any sense to me.
Exactly.
They're different players. So
exactly.
Even when I think about LeBron, I think him as being the pinnacle of what like a Magic Johnson was.
Yep,
exactly.
That's how I look at LeBron. Like
I agree 1,000%.
So to your point, one of the things that people say, LeBron is a better all-around player than Jordan because he was a much better passer.
Yeah. Yes.
LeBron is a better scorer, but then people go, well, LeBron has the record for the most points. Yeah, because he played longer.
Yeah,
but if you needed one bucket, you're going to Michael Jordan over LeBron every time. And
I can agree. I'll say this. Yeah. If you ask me my goals, I still have Herb and I have talked about. I still have Jordan at 1, but I have LeBron at a close 2. I still think LeBron is the best all-around basketball player because he can facilitate, score, blah 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 blah.
And I would agree. And plus his size.
His size helps. He's
built like a linebacker.
Yeah. So I don't know. I appreciate both.
And I don't know which part this was for, but I'm assuming this is going to be a LeBron fan that's saying that, hey, son, such.
I honestly have no.
That's how it always happens, though. It always happens. Like I said, I'm a Michael Jordan fan. I can talk about Michael Jordan without mentioning LeBron, and I'm fine with that. People that love LeBron, I'm like, that's fine. You grew up in that era. You kind of grow up with who your heroes are as you grew up. Michael Jordan was mine. There's nothing you could say that's going to take away me getting up in Germany at 3 o'clock in the morning, watching Jordan and their comeback against Portland, that kind of stuff. There's nothing they can do that. People that try to argue me is the ones that bother me. Oh no, but LeBron, I don't care. I got up for Jordan and I don't get up for LeBron.
Like I said, the GOAT debate was entertaining at first, but after a while it got to a point to where people started coming up with these ridiculous reasons Jordan's shoes sell better. I'm like, bro, we're not talking about shoes. We're talking about
basketball, Ron. He been in basketball.
And after a while, I just got to a point where I was like, I don't even feel like listening to it. I appreciate both of them. Like I said, Jordan is my GOAT, but LeBron's right there. I love what LeBron's doing for the game. And once he retires, I'll still watch the NBA, but I'm not going to be as invested into it as I
going to eclipse all of them.
He gonna try. I think for each one of those, they were the best of their generations.
Yeah,
and that's kind of, and I just don't feel like that's a debate. And what generation you grew up with will largely shape who you like. But anybody who definitively says one is better than the other, I'm like, yeah, okay, I can't go with that argument.
That's what I'm saying.
He is though, but that's fine. Go ahead, Raj.
So let me ask y'all this quick question: Who, if y'all had an NBA all-time starting top 5, who is it?
So start at your point guard, right? Yeah. I feel like you're either Steph versus Magic. I felt the best argument for this was Steph fits today's game better than Magic does. That's the problem. So Magic in the more physical era and having a big point guard, 6'8",
yeah, but you got to pick one.
But if you're picking one for right now, I don't mind having Steph, right? Okay. Michael Jordan's at 2.
Yep.
LeBron's at 3.
Yep.
Tim Duncan is at 4.
Hold on, right quick.
And Shaq is at 5.
Before you finish, that was my top 5, but I had I think I had KG instead of Tim Duncan. But everybody else,
So today's game, and the outside shooting, I can see that. But Tim Duncan is slept on for being the most consistent power forward and a winner. And the guy who, look, if I get 20 touches or I get 2 touches, you're going to get a consistent game.
And the reason, and I'm being serious when I say this, because people sleep on Tim Duncan because he's not like a sexy player. Now, I don't mean like sexy looking, but just like
he was boring. San Antonio.
He was boring. Yes. But I had Shaq at my 5 because I feel like Shaq is the most dominant center I've ever seen.
Shaq was a bully. That's why I didn't like him, because I tend to like players that when I daydream about basketball, they play the position I would want to play. Yeah. That's guard, or maybe small forward. So I never liked Shaq. But Shaq was like, I'm bigger than everyone. I'm going to play like I'm bigger than everyone. Yep. Yeah. So, Bo, we've been rude. Bo, do you have any differences in your top 5?
A little bit. If you say today's game, I'm going to go with Steph. Now, it's weird because I'm actually going to have LeBron on the floor, but he's going to handle the ball. So I'm going to have LeBron on the floor. He's not technically point guard, but he's going to handle the ball.
Right.
I got Steph. I got MJ. I got LeBron. At 4, I have KD. I have Kevin Durant.
Okay.
And at 5, I have Tim Duncan.
That'll work.
Wow. Okay. You slid it down. So you got Shaq out of there.
Shaq out of there in today's game.
Right.
If we take it back to 90s or 80s, 90s, I got Magic. I got Michael. I got LeBron. I got Tim Duncan. I got Shaq.
You got more physical. Yeah. You got more physical. Yeah. And I think that's the thing that people miss, Raj, with the arguments about decades. The decades are very different. Today's decade is way less physical and more geared towards scoring.
Yeah.
And I think JJ Redick was on a podcast. He was like, "What do you mean that the rules?" Well, they took hand checking out, and that's one of the biggest things that you can't put your hands on people. You can't guide them to where they're going anymore. And anybody who thinks that the decades have not changed to where it's more geared towards offense, like you're just kidding yourself. It is. It's way less physical than it was back in the day. I've seen Michael Jordan get murdered on the court almost, and they'd be like, one foul to that guy, even though all 3 of them hit him and one hit him in the head. Now we saw today in the Alabama Auburn game how many times where they're like, let's review this to see if anything more serious.
I hate the reviews,
2 minutes ago.
Yes. The statute of limitations came up on the call. They were reviewing.
Jay Billis made a comment on it. Jay Billis was like, look, just forget the reviews, give somebody a challenge, and let's just keep it moving. Because
I agree.
What are y'all reviewing? Damn.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But So back to your point, I do think, like to DeBo's point, it does depend on what era you go into.
Yep.
But
I
think there's like Michael and Magic, and it sounds like Timmy. Well, no, because you didn't have Timmy. It just depends on which era you're going to. But Michael and LeBron, I think, are going into your all-time team.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they have to. They have to because they could play with each other. LeBron can facilitate.
I think easily.
I see some people where they try to pick Jordan and Kobe, and I'm like, you can't have 2 of the same player on the
team. Too similar.
Kobe has to come off the bench.
Yeah.
I would never have Michael and Kobe on the same
Heck
court.
No.
You know what? I would say this. Now, we always talk about like basketball stats versus like things outside of stats. I would say this though. Michael, if you have Michael and LeBron on the court at the same time, Michael's getting the last shot. But I think that Michael also dictates what LeBron does on the floor.
Yeah.
I feel like he just is that dog. Like
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
And LeBron will be okay with that. LeBron, what you need me to? All right, cool. I'll do it. No problem.
And I think LeBron has no problem with it. That was one of the knocks on him earlier this year. Oh, he doesn't take over. But I think LeBron is willing to give whoever has, the best shot.
Again, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson with captain. Kareem. You know, make sure that his guy is nice. So that's how I look at it. But all right.
All right, Raj. Our wives probably miss us, so we need to get back up. So we'll cap it off.
Hey, Bo, forget him, right, Bo? Come on, Bo.
They're watching. They're watching, so we can't say that.
Bo, man,
we love our wives. We love our wives,
Oh my
Raj.
gosh.
We love our wives. So what final capper thoughts on the Alabama versus Auburn, Raj?
Kudos to Auburn. In all seriousness, kudos to Auburn. They outplayed us.
They did.
Again, we'll see them again. Obviously, we go to Auburn, and then we might see them again in the SEC tournament, and there's a possibility we see them again in March Madness. We have some things we need to work on. We need to figure out how to score when we're not hitting our threes. We need to get better at that. Our big man need to dominate more.
Yeah. Who's the guy that smoked that layup? What, Duncan
Grant Nelson?
Yeah, have them keep trying.
Him and Jaron Stevenson. Jaron Stevenson blew a layup too. I didn't get that. If you're 6'10",
there was 3 in a row though. Chris Youngblood, he missed one in that same sequence. So it was, like I said, it was a physical game. And there was a lot of times going to the hole where you were going to take like a small little bump.
Yep.
And our guys did not adjust to that. And like that's me saying that bump is not saying there was fouls. Me saying it was a physical game because it went both ways. Yeah. But I feel like Auburn handled the physicality better.
I agree.
Now I'm like missing the threes. Yeah, that's frustrating. But we took a lot of bad threes. We watched the sequence where Mark Sears hit the third one.
Yeah.
But Holloway hit the third one. Yeah, but Sears and Youngbloods, those were not good threes.
No, they weren't.
So I'm not as upset about the 3-point shooting as I am. You had opportunities to go to the basket and you blew layups. And that same bumps that you got and those same little physicality that you got, if any of you have, aspirations of playing at the next level, those are the bumps you get by the third guy off the bench. Yeah. You know what I mean? You have to absorb those and hit the layup because I would have been mad if the ref called every single one of those. Like those aren't the type of games you go for, So no, I just don't think. I think we failed ourselves at the rim. Auburn was way more steady, but it's like they've been all but I guess 2 games. They are the steadier team. They don't turn the ball over a lot. They don't let you speed them up on offense. Yeah. They go through Broom when they need to. They hit key shots. I mean, they had one guy out there, I think, that was taking terrible shots, and everybody else you feel like, okay, that's a good shot. Okay, that's a good shot. And Broom is just a steadier on their offense and defense. So like I said, I know Alabama fans are gonna hate this. I hope he gets Player of the Year over Cooper Flag, Broom. I'd rather see an SEC guy get it over Broom for sure. But
I just feel like Cooper Flag's going to get it because of the state of
college. Oh, he's definitely going to get it. He's got the bigger hype. Too often, Raj, we tie your college stuff to your NBA stuff. Yep. And we're like, oh, Cooper Flag's going number 1, so we're going to vote him because the voters are human. Yeah. But if you actually look at like what's the steadier team and better team, like I think you're giving. But it's not a clear.
Well, like I said, even though Duke beat Auburn, I still think Auburn's a better team.
Yeah, but it was that Duke. You know what I mean? So, like, I think if they play again in Auburn, I think they win. And I think on a neutral court, I bet you Auburn gets them. Yeah. So that would be.
I agree.
We got to step up in the tournament.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah, we got to step up in the tournament.
And everything we're talking about, if Auburn and Alabama bows out in the Sweet 16, all this is for naught. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. It was fun. And I was tipsy.
Raj, I've been giving Bo nothing but water all night. I don't know.
Herb, I know you're responsible. I know that.
I am. I'm very responsible. I mean, Raj, I got to drive home after this.
That's a long drive.
Alcohol.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, let me say this. In all honesty, the second to last shot that I gave him was water.
So. It was. Well, the second to last shot that he gave me, I'll give it myself.
Well, you're talking too much. Your lawyer says. Cut it off. But hey, we will give an Auburn person the last word since Sade left us. Go ahead, Bo.
Go ahead, Bo. Say what you got to say. Get it over with.
Okay. As a smooth operator, I'm going to ask: is it a crime for Auburn?
Oh my goodness! Yeah, he doing Sade songs over here. So. Raj, everybody's got their wives here, so we were playing that over Alexa earlier.
Oh, I was about to say,
is that kind of party, Raj?
Yeah, it's that kind of party. Look, so shout out to Auburn. They definitely deserve the win. We've got a lot to improve on if we expect to try and get a win at Auburn.
It's be tough, man.
Yeah. It is. That's why we wanted to get this first one.
That's why I said we really need to get this victory because we got this tough stretch coming up, and part of that stretch is we have to play at Auburn. I'm like, good Lord, that's gonna be
it's gonna be tough. I expect to drop minimum a couple. So
I mean,
you got to bounce back from this. You got to get the next game coming up. Yep. So
yep.
Raj, appreciate
love you, man.
The fans, our guests watching upset, even Sade, who stormed off, upset at us and hates our guts.
No, she didn't hate our guts.
Yeah, so hopefully
I would say the Destiny, your love is king. Also, a Sade reference if y'all didn't know.
Oh, listen to him. So, Raj, we've fed them enough water to where we're preparing the guest room right now for them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but no. Congrats to Auburn. Great win. All the Auburn fans that were at my house tonight have been invited to play a video on our show on Tuesday. Awesome. So we'll see if they
play a video. I'm gonna be on the show Tuesday.
Well, that's fine. We'll send you the link. You can come on there on Tuesday with us. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Remember, Bo, the show is at Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Sounds kind of late.
Just tune in at that time. Don't worry about it. All right, Raj, appreciate you, man. I'm gonna go up there and with the best. Auburn takes the victory today. It was a tough one for Alabama. Got to bounce back in the next game. So appreciate you, man. Raj,
of course, man.
You have a good night. Enjoy your water.
Roll Tide.
And as always, roll Tide.
Yep.